He's been a phenomenal president. He's lived up to so many of the promises he's made. There's one promise left that he could fulfill, being a transitional figure. He could resign the presidency in the next 30 days, make Kamala Harris the president of the United States.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Opinions Vary, Opinions with an A. Please like, share, and subscribe. And the Democrats are just completely losing their mind. They don't know which direction to go in. They're just throwing anything up against the wall to try to make themselves feel better after their devastating defeat last Tuesday in the election. And now we have a former Harris communications person, Jamal Simmons, going on a CNN roundtable and saying that Joe Biden should resign so Kamala Harris can become the first woman president. You can't make this stuff up. Let's take a watch and a listen. We'll comment along the way.
We're now 71 days from Trump taking the oath of office. What is the most important thing that everybody is looking for? That is my question. I'll start with you.
Joe Biden's been a phenomenal president. He's lived up to so many of the promises he's made. There's one promise left that he could fulfill, being a transitional figure. He could resign the presidency in the next 30 days, make Kamala Harris the president of the United States.
Whoa.
It would absolve her from being able from having to oversee the January 6th transition, right, of her own defeat. And it would make sure that
Scott Jennings, once again, having the time of his life, just taking it all in, basking in the glow of these nut jobs.
It would dominate the news at a point where Democrats have to learn drama and transparency and doing things that the public want to see. Is the time. This is the moment for us to change the entire perspective of how Democrats
Okay, this
operate.
is now jump.
Okay. So basically, let's give Kamala Harris something else she didn't earn. She didn't earn her first job. Well, we know how they say she earned that. She didn't earn this nomination for president. She didn't receive one vote. She was installed. And now we're just going to have Joe Biden resign so she could be installed as the first female president. I mean, where does the lunacy end? Where does it end? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I'm not complaining. I'm just flabbergasted. Like, where does it end? You people are mentally broken. You've been broken. It gets better.
From an internet meme to a Sunday morning show.
Jamal's out here right now.
Congratulations.
A season of House of Cards.
I thought you
House of Cards was actually way more believable than what he just said.
were going to say, what about the Supreme Court? That's also out there.
Well, the Supreme Court might happen. I don't know if it will, but
Right, the Supreme Court, that's another one they want. They want Sotomayor, who's only relatively young at 70 years old, seems to be still with it, and they want her to resign just in case, God forbid, something happens to her during Trump's term and he gets to appoint another Supreme Court justice. These people they will cut your, this to get rid of you if they think it's going to be expedient for them to hold power. It's incredible. Talk about just cutthroat. They don't care. We just need to make sure we stay in power. That's it. So Sotomayor, thanks for your service. Do us a favor before could you please, get out of here so in the next week so Biden can nominate somebody and we can push him through so Trump doesn't have that chance. It's amazing. And now this guy's talking about, Biden, we shivved you once. Now we need to finish the job on you. Resign so she can be the first female president of the United States, which would be completely fake. You ever see Rocky V? She would be more fake than Union Kane after, Rocky. She'd be more manufactured than Union Kane, than his title was in Rocky V when Tommy Gunn beat him. It's really something. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up.
I think this is something that's in Joe Biden's control. And if he did it, it would fulfill his last promise. It would give Kamala Harris the chance to be the 47th president of the United States of America. It would disrupt all of Donald Trump's paraphernalia.
Donald Trump's paraphernalia. So he's going to think it's funny that if she's 47, now Trump's going to be 48. So all his paraphernalia is now no good. Hey, genius. You know what happens then? He just gets to sell new paraphernalia. So the people that already bought it are going to go buy the new paraphernalia with 48 on it. So he's going to make more money. See, this is why you shouldn't be in charge of anything, because you don't even understand that. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I got to get myself back. I got to get with it. All right. Compose yourself. Let's go.
Right, you have to rebrand everything. But and it would make it easier for the next woman who runs for president to not have to worry about all the historical, weight of being the first. Because
no, that wouldn't do anything. It would be fake. It would be completely fake. You don't realize that? You're not pulling the wool over anybody's eyes. It's fake. It would be more fake than her whole campaign she just ran. It would be the fake cherry on top of the fake cake that was her whole campaign, her whole candidacy. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
Top that, Brad.
I have something that's a lot more realistic. There are 7 Americans right now in dungeons in Gaza. If Hamas does not have them walking and talking on American soil before Donald Trump is president, they will have hell to pay. And I'm looking for that to happen in the next 70 days.
Yeah, good.
We haven't actually heard a lot from Donald Trump. You know, I know he's like getting his administration put together, but it would actually be nice if he goes to the White House if he is the president for all, if he is the president for Americans, talk to the people who did not vote for him and earn our trust to say, other night you said like Democrats should let us work. Talk to us then. And
I know what he should do. She's right. He should go and go on a big set, right? And make it really dark and make it red in the background and definitely have 2 Marines standing back there too. You know, have them, I say armed to the teeth though, and have them back there, you know, in full kit, everything, right? And he should then demonize half the country like Joe Biden did with the, these ultra MAGAs. That's what he should do. You know what? I am so sick and tired of these people now telling Donald Trump how he has to be gracious and go out of his way to unite the country. You know how he did unite the country. Over half of the country voted for him, okay? And he's going to unite the country by giving everyone the country back. Every legal citizen, whether you voted for him or not, you're about to get your country back. So in 4 years, you could thank all of us who voted for him. That's what he should do. As far as all this, he should do this. And you know what? You just take a seat. You just keep your mouth shut for a little while, okay? You don't get to say anything now. I'm sorry.
engage us. Don't just continue to feed your base and continue to throw red meat. Be the leader that both of you think he can be.
You're already showing some good faith with that beautiful red suit this morning.
Scott John, he's just dunking. I mean, just
couple
dunking.
things. Number one.
Wait, do you want to say something?
Go ahead.
Do you think I want to say something?
I think if Patrick
He's
wants
just
to say
dunking.
something,
It's
he
a
would say
dunk.
it.
It's like spun web.
She wants to say something.
My mother
showing
is
my
watching,
age.
so I will be on my best behavior.
Actually, you just did. Go
I know.
ahead.
I met Mama this week, and she's beautiful and a lovely person, so that was fun. Here, a couple things. Number one, if I was over in Tehran and I had just hacked and tried to assassinate Donald Trump, and now he's fixing to take over the United States military again, I'd probably be a little worried. On the domestic front, there's a political science term for what Republicans did this week. It's called a country butt whooping, and they have a mandate to govern. And one thing I want to see them do is get a handle on the bureaucracy. They're meeting at the Pentagon right now about possibly thwarting Donald Trump. You've got a rogue FEMA employee out here. We're not going to give aid to people with Donald Trump signs. The bureaucracy works for the people. The people elect the leaders. And I want to see Donald Trump follow through on this idea of taming the federal bureaucracy.
So there you go. I agree with Scott Jennings. I said it in my last video. Anybody Donald Trump can fire when he gets in, or even now, tell them they're going to be fired so they can start cleaning out their desks now. He should fire. Anybody that doesn't have protection of some kind of tenure or union types protection with their jobs, if they're not 100% on the same page, ready to implement his agenda and not undermine him like last time and leak everything out of the White House like last time, if there's anybody who he even thinks is going to do that nonsense again, fire them now. Clean house. Clean house. We cannot let this opportunity slip by. Somebody who I always listen to, Andrew Wilkow. He's brilliant. And he would always say what he said last time when Donald Trump won. He said, we're tired of just pausing the Democrat agenda. We're tired of it. You need to roll their agenda back. Back. Let's think of it as like a football field. Right now, the Democrats with their progressive agenda, they're probably on our 5-yard line about to score the winning touchdown. We just stopped them. We just made a goal, basically a goal line stand. Now it's time to take their agenda and put it back down the field. Put it back down the field. Set them backwards. Not paused. Set it back. Obliterate the Department of Education. Downscale all these federal agencies that have no right even existing. They're not in the United States Constitution. All this stuff, this DEI, all the stuff that we've dealt with culturally, this stuff needs to be sent back. Make them play defense. They're still on offense. I don't even think that's debatable. What you think about it? They're still on offense. Yes, we have the ball right now, but we're on our own. We're starting out on our own 5-yard line. We have 95 yards to go back down the other end of the field. We have to start getting the ball back down the field into their territory. Make them work for it. Make them take years to get this stuff back if they ever can. These tax cuts have to be permanently codified into law. Immigration laws codified, where they would have to go through the legislative process to get them overturned. That's what needs to happen. As far as all the other nonsense and that, I thought it was just funny. I mean, the amount of like the mental break they have had it's incredible. Incredible. These are adults. These are adults. And we're always told now when Biden was, the adults are in the room. Those were the adults that were in the room with these wacky ideas, this nonsense. Those were the adults. Well, now you know why we ended up the way we did right now, because those were the adults, what you just saw. Talking about how Joe Biden should resign so she could be installed as a president. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, that means hopefully you like what you saw and what you heard. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Share the video. I enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. And I'm going to keep doing it. And whether you like it or not, that's fine. That's fine. But even if you don't like it, as I said, I always say, I'll go back and forth in the comments as long as it's rational, as long as it's not disrespectful. We could have a little fun with it. All right? So everybody enjoy the rest of the day and continue to follow me at Opinions Vary.